Greetings from my office in quarantine during this bizarre time that we're living in. I just wanted to record a quick video to accompany a letter you might have received over the weekend or this coming week. The first thing I want to say is thank you very much to everyone who has continued to support us with whether it's financially or in your time during this bizarre time that we are living through right now, where we are in a constant state of wondering whether we are overreacting or underreacting to the pandemic that's going on all around us. It's really hard to know exactly what we are supposed to do at this time and just how seriously we should be taking this because of just the mixed messages that we constantly get. So I want to just say thank you to everyone who has helped in any way, who has done anything for this church in these last few months, and at any time. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So our last church service in person was on March 15th, and we're now into July. That's bizarre. And what's really sad is I don't know when we're going to gather again. The hope was that on July 12th, we would have our first in-person service back with a lot of restrictions on how the service would look. But with numbers skyrocketing once again, with the governor putting on more restrictions again, just with my own observations of seeing how lax things have gotten, it just didn't seem like it was safe. I mean, we have a lot of people in our congregation that are over the age of 60, which is really that group that people worry the most about with this disease. With the rise of people in their 20s and 30s and 40s getting to the disease, it didn't seem like it was the right time to come back together. And really, we got to see what these numbers look like in the coming weeks, possibly months, before we even think about coming back together. My hope is that we will be worshiping together by fall in person, as well as still doing video, but because I really dislike making videos. I like being around people. There's a reason why I became a pastor. Even though I have that introverted personality, I like being surrounded by people and having your presence in my life, which leads me to another point, which is if you need me for any reason, if you want to talk to me, please reach out. I need people to talk to. My girls and my family are great, but we get tired of each other, and I need human contact. It's part of the reason why I got into this profession. In the meantime, as you know, our building project's in full swing. I watched last week, or 2 weeks ago, a building move from one end of our property to the other. Several of you also came and saw this as well. It's amazing to see this. And now that it's moved over here, they can start working on connecting it to the new building, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can use that building by Christmas. We'll see. There's a lot of factors going into whether that's going to happen or not. And once again, thank you. The reason why that happened is because of you guys. You wanted that to happen. And we want to make it as best as it can be for you. We want to make sure that when you return to church, it is the best that it can be. Which is why I hate to say this, we're in need. So many people, as I said earlier, have continued to donate money and time to our congregation throughout this pandemic. But our general fund is way down. Without having these in-person worship services, the giving that's been coming in has been just going do 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 do, and we're not in crisis mode yet, but we will be soon. And that's really hard when we have construction going on out there, because we don't want to be contemplating where we're going to have to cut, what we're going to have to. I mean, even if, what are we going to be able to do once we get back together? So we need help in whatever you can do. We did get some of the payroll protection plan funds from the government that helped us get through part of this pandemic, but it was only enough funds for 2 months. And like I said, we haven't had in-person worship since March 15th. That's almost 4 months ago. Yeah, it's hard to think about how long we've been in this. You see how long my hair's grown? See? That's what happens. So, while we continue to discern on how we can best serve you as a church in this time, as we move forward in this building project that's in motion, we can't stop it. Please hold us in prayer. Please just remember your Burke family and lift us up whenever you pray. And if you're able to give us a little extra help, please do. But I also understand if you're not, because a lot of people have been affected deeply by this pandemic, especially in their wallets. And so I absolutely know if you are going through hard times. And that leads me to my final point, which is, if there's anything that we here at Burke can do for you, let us know. Call me, email me, let me know what's going on with you. And most importantly, stay well, stay safe. Remember that we love you, that God loves you, and that we're in this together. So, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord's face shine upon you. May the Lord be with you and give you peace. Amen.